And since you got to beat it twice essentially, right? Like you got to beat it the first time so you can unlock challenge mode. Probably gonna run it with my warlock because big brain warlock man. But the more and more I thought about it, man, Behemoth Titan is really gas, bro. And I want to go more into it today. I actually want to make a video on it if I'm don't procrastinate, but I'll show you what I mean real quick actually since I'm on this tangent. But so essentially, right, when you're running the activities and stuff, right? Uh let me just start off with what Behemoth does, right? Like we all know, but let me break it down like for the lowest level how I'm thinking about it. The thing that makes Behemoth so busted in my eyes is this one right here. Shattered and Stasis Crystal creates a Stasis Shard, right? And this mod, right? Where are you at? Where you at, baby? This one right here. Elemental shards, right? You know, obviously, if you've been using elemental wells, these two aren't any type of surprise to you, right? And if you're on Behemoth, you already know the secret sauce I'm probably about to dive into. But overall, right, with the stasis shard that you can make almost for free, or just let's not even say for free, for minimum effort, right? Your ability. So you make the stasis shard, right? And this will convert it to allow you to become charged with light. I was testing with my teammate over the weekend just to get like confirmation of it. I'm pretty sure it was working. But if you do that with elemental charge and powerful friends, right? Where is it at? Yeah, if you do that with powerful friends, right? When you become charged with light, nearby allies also become charged with light if they are not already. You can literally create a situation where you just throw down a stasis shard, break it, you become charged with light, and then all of your teammates can also become charged with light for free. Well, not for free, but for that cost of a stasis crystal, essentially. So it's like in normal scenarios, like in a raid, right, where you would normally pop a well or something like that, so you could where you could get a super right, you don't even have to pop a well. You just literally have to throw your grenade or break a stasis crystal, make a shard, pick it up, and then you become charged with light, and that chains to your other allies if they're set up. And that just requires minimum effort. The other subclasses of stasis, right? You got Hunter and Warlock. That's really easy to do, but the thing that separates Behemoth and makes him S tier in my eyes is the fact that he can do it on his ability alone. With the Hunter, I believe you have to finish a stasis frozen enemy, and on the Warlock, you have to actually freeze the target. So if you don't have like the utility, right, you can't do it. But with Behemoth, if you even have a headstone weapon, you just make a crystal, break it, boom, charge with light, and therein make your allies charge with light. And that's not even going down the whole rabbit hole of what you're gonna have equipped, which is what I love to run a lot. And also in the future, every season or every time a stasis weapon unlocks, I'm automatically looking at it because I want to see how powerful it is and if it's in the meta, right? Like if say fusion rifles are meta, right? You could go with this fusion rifle or any fusion rifle that's competent, and then you'll be able to get the high energy fire buff and the final might buff stacked on top of it just because it's stasis. So like that's why I keep a Zephyr or recurrent impact or a Reed's regret or a Typhon, right? Like these things, this just came out this season, and this thing should essentially almost be hitting as hard as High Head if you're on stasis. So it's just like you just can create a setup where you're just chunking damage, and for what type of effort, right? You're just breaking a stasis crystal. So in my eyes, Behemoth Titan is really good, and yeah, I think the next close mod to Elemental Shards, this combo is probably Reaping Wellmaker, right? It's because you use the class ability and then you get a final blow. But you have to do all of that, right? With Behemoth Stasis, what I'm trying to nail home is the fact that you can do it without killing the ad. And you can do it in almost any situation where you're expecting to your ability. And that's with any exotic that you want to use. But my favorite, and has been my favorite, is Heart of Venomous Light for a long time. Just because as a Warlock main, I love the utility of having a like a bat belt, right? Like being able to look at my ability meter and be like, okay, I got this. Let me pivot off of this so I can get to this point, right? Let me use my riff because I got bomber on so I can get grenades, right? Let me use my grenade because it's gonna give me class ability energy back, right? Like I love loops like that feed each other and they can keep bouncing off each other. And Heart of Venomous Light does that beautifully. And of course, if you can min max your stacks like that, then boom, you can go crazy. But yep. Thank you for listening to my Titan Behemoth TED Talk. Uh, I just wanted to get that rant out of the way so I could